This is a monumental day. This is a monumental moment in the history of the world beyond the Middle East. We've all agreed that supporting Gaza must be done to lift up the people themselves, but we don't want to fund anything having to do with the bloodshed, hatred, or terror, as has happened in the past.
It was indeed a monumental day of geopolitical theatre, from the president arriving in Israel to the shores of Sharm el-Sheikh, where the Gaza peace process was signed. He was flanked by more than 20 world leaders and multilateral agencies. And this is the incredibly important point. This is about a coalition of the political capital and the real capital providers. He was flanked by France, Italy, the United Kingdom, and Canada. This is about moving a flattened, a rubbled Gaza to recovery and then reconstruction. And the numbers keep mounting. The latest being $80 billion by the Prime Minister of the Palestinian Authority, Mohammed Mustafa. That's up from $53 billion released by the World Bank as an interim number earlier in the year. That is 4 times the GDP of Gaza and the West Bank in 2022. This is truly an unenviable task. Just think about houses, bridges, roads, water, sanitation, healthcare, to say the least. There were some moderate moves by the European utility companies yesterday. In Italy with WeBuild and Boozy up. In Paris you had the big producer Saint-Gobain. Just think as to the other protagonists maybe in this recovery. To the Egyptian telecoms operator Orascom. To the United States it could be Caterpillar and Bechtel. The biggest question of all is the monolithic issue about who will guide and shepherd this capital with authority. Led by the US, what is the role of the Palestinian Authority in that process? And to what extent Saudi, Qatar, Jordan, Egypt, and here in the UAE will participate and contribute? But one bigger question of all, the Board of Peace, we understood, was where Donald Trump had embraced Tony Blair as the figurehead, the leader. Now he's asking the question whether Tony Blair is acceptable to all. This is about capital, political, and dollars for the future of Gaza.